Hey, happy football Sunday. This is the fantasy football game plan. We've got a bonus episode for Sunday night and Monday night football. We're going to give you some of our favorite bets and talk about the games for the night games. Let's get into it. Sunday night, we've got the Packers at the Steelers. Packers are favored by 2.5, over-unders 45.5. What do you think about this game? These two teams blind me, so I have a hard time picking either of them.
It should be a fun game. I think we are going to get a very close game for to end off this Sunday. Uh, but yeah, it's a tough one to read. My initial take was Steelers money line. I just think it's in a good bounce back spot after losing that Thursday night football game against the Bengals. They do have a rest advantage against the Packers, and then here at home, it feels like a Mike Tomlin special winning a game they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I like I said, I have a hard time. I cannot bet Aaron Rodgers ever. I will just keep taking all of his unders, and that hasn't gotten me done so well this year. So I kind of just stay away from betting either of these teams. If I had to go with one, I feel like the Packers are definitely the better team. And if they harass the heck out of Aaron Rodgers and sack him numerous times, I won't be sad.
Yeah.
But I would give up the points, I think. I'd take the Packers minus the 2.5 at a minus 110. But like I said, I'm not loving this one at all. It'll be entertaining. I'll have fun watching it. But as far as what I'm betting on, this one isn't for me.
I think the key matchup for the Packers and whether or not they'll cover this game is Josh Jacobs. I mean, when he gets rolling, that offense looks so much better. But if that defensive line for the Steelers is able to keep them in check, then we'll see what Jordan Love can do. But I would take the Steelers in that case.
Yeah, well, Jordan Love probably won't be doing the same thing that we saw Flacco do, which was target, chase
Yeah, there's not a
over
Jamar
and
Chase on
over.
this team.
Yeah. I wish there was. That's what we all keep hoping for with the Packers, but it hasn't happened. So both of the main sites, FanDuel and DraftKings, have same game parlay boost of 25% this week. So definitely check those out. What parlay do you have for this game?
Yeah, to take advantage of that boost, I have a plus 415 same game parlay, or with the boost, it's plus 519. And the first leg starts off with Christian Watson returning from an 11-month absence and taking his over on receptions of 1.5. I like that it's just 1.5. 11 months is quite a long time to not be playing football. But similar to how we saw Rashee Rice kind of get force fed, I think they want to give him the ball at least a couple times and just get him going, get him back in the game flow. And they kind of need him. They have a banged up wide receiver room right now. You know, Wicks and Reed are out. Golden is questionable. So there's not a lot of other options if the Steelers actually contain Jacobs. They need someone. So just a couple receptions here. It's a pretty small line.
I think they need to get him kickstarted. They've got to get these wide receivers going, and against the Steelers, we know you can do it. So that's definitely a good one to kick off the parlay with.
Yeah. And I like that. Like, I enjoy having the small lines too, because then even in the first quarter, this could hit and then you're set. So
Exactly.
the next one is I do want to take Aaron Rodgers to make this game and have 200 passing yards. So it's not his over under, like a little bit of an alt line. I feel better about a 200 limit because he's hit this in 5 or 6 games and they should have to keep up with the Packers.
Hopefully he does. I don't mind if he throws interceptions.
Yeah.
You could definitely take Aaron Rodgers to throw an interception. I know he doesn't throw a lot of them, but against his old team, he might be forcing it a little bit. And the Packers defense is really good.
It is. They have a talented secondary. And kind of contrarian to the other ones, you know, we took 2 overs for offensive players, but I'm actually going to add in here the under 50.5. So an alt line on the over under and taking the under of 50, just being under 51 points. Really, I just think it's the Steelers kind of got embarrassed last Thursday night. I think here at home, they're going to show up. That crowd is going to be fully invested. And, you know, or yeah, giving up 33 points to the Bengals was inexcusable. So I think they will be much better prepared this game.
I think so too. This could definitely end up being a defensive struggle and stay under the 50 points. Let's move on to Monday night. Commanders at the Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 11.5 points. Over under is 47.5. Obviously, we both like the Chiefs in this game without Jaden Daniels, with the Commanders without Jaden Daniels again this week. I don't ever like giving up 11.5 points. Do you?
Yeah, 11.5 feels like way too much, especially where it could be one of those games where it's covered right at the end by the Commanders. The Chiefs really aren't trying and they're kind of just playing prevent that whole fourth quarter. I mean, we saw Mahomes sit the entire fourth quarter last week. So if they
Yeah.
don't feel an urge, they might do the same thing here. And I never really want to play those heavy lines for favorites in those games. So
So how do we play it?
yeah. So I think both you and I, when we were talking over this, we kind of had the same conclusion where we want to find a way to go against the Commanders without taking the entire game line. And we're just going to target the Commanders team total under 17.5 points. It's a really nice number because that's right one of those key numbers to stay on the other side of. So it is under 17.5 points at a minus 112 price.
All right, we'll do that. May even bump that down a little bit, but 112 is not too bad if you're looking to pick something on that game. How about a parlay? Do you have one?
Yeah, and DK also has a boost available for this one. I'm sure FanDuel will probably have theirs come Monday. But this is a plus 375 boosted to 469. It starts off with Travis Kelce under 42.5 receiving yards. And really just with Rashee Rice being back, that is going to eat into Travis Kelce's workload. Where the first 3 games and now this game, so we have like a 4-game sample in the past 2 seasons of Kelce and Rice playing together. And Kelce has averaged less than 31 yards in those games. So I like taking his under here.
I like the under. Again, they could all be sitting again in the fourth quarter. So they get up early in this game. That could come from defensive scores, even. And their offense doesn't have to do a whole lot. And Andy Reid's not going to force that offense if he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
What
And
are we
Travis
pairing
Kelce,
it?
yeah. Travis Kelce had 59 on the last game, but a lot of it was just one big play. So because him and Rice work in the same area of the field, I like taking it.
Sounds good.
The next one is also another short target wide receiver and kind of that archetype of wide receiver who does a lot of his work after the catch. That's Deebo Samuel over 4.5 receptions because I think screens is basically going to be the only thing they can do. We know Cliff Kingsbury loves his screens. I don't think they're going to ask Mariota to push the ball down the field. He's hit this line in 4 of 6 games already.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what Cliff Kingsbury schemes up for this game because he does get kind of creative, and that might be what is fun that comes out of this. But believing in Marcus Mariota is not something that I can do. So I like the screen idea and that they're, getting it to Debo out
Yeah,
there as well.
get it out of Mariota's hands and into your playmakers. They have both McLaurin and Debo available for this game.
Yeah. What's the last leg?
As the anchor for this parlay, we have Chiefs minus 6.5, so it's a little bit less than their actual line, but I just like being under that 7 for the reasons we kind of already laid out. We don't think they're going to be pressed in the second half, and then it just becomes kind of how do those random events shake out for that 11.5 point line. So just give me the minus 6.5 for a parlay. We already have enough odds here to get the payout.
Yeah, exactly. I like the 7. I could probably tease this up to 9.5 even. I want to stay under that 10. I think Chiefs win by 10. I don't like the 11.5. That one just
Yeah,
gets messy.
yeah. I completely agree. In total, that's, yeah, plus 469 with the boost.
Awesome. Well, that'll do it. Happy football Sunday and play smart, have fun, and hope everyone is winning today.